Fulfillment speed rarely breaks overnight. It doesn't crash. It doesn't trigger alarms. It slows down quietly, one order at a time, one extra step per pick, until one day, teams feel constant pressure, and no one can explain why everything suddenly takes longer than it used to. On paper, everything looks fine. Orders are flowing. Inventory exists. Systems are online. Nothing appears broken enough to demand an urgent fix. And that's what makes this problem dangerous. Because in many warehouses, the real issue isn't labor. It's not order volume. And it's not even technology. The real problem is location logic. Logic that no longer reflects how inventory actually moves. In the beginning, location structures are built with good intentions. Zones are clearly defined. Shelves are labeled. Bin rules make sense. When volumes are low and SKUs are manageable, this works. Pickers learn locations quickly. Walking paths are short. Fulfillment feels predictable. The problem begins when the business grows, but the location logic does not evolve with it. Orders increase. As chaos multiply, space gets tighter. Inventory spreads, not strategically, but wherever space happens to be available at that moment. Fast-moving items end up stored far from packing stations, not because it makes sense, but because that space was open that day. Slow movers remain in premium locations, simply because no one revisited the original placement rules. Over time, the warehouse starts telling a story that no longer matches reality. Pickers walk longer distances. They revisit the same zones multiple times per order. What once felt efficient becomes fragmented. Poor location logic also creates inconsistency. The same product exists in multiple zones with no clear priority rule. The system doesn't decide anymore. Humans do. Experienced workers compensate with memory, but new hires struggle. Training takes longer. Errors increase. Not because people are careless, but because the system is unclear. Mistakes become more frequent. Short shipments appear. Orders are held at the last minute. Each issue feels small on its own. Together, they slow the entire operation. The impact doesn't stop at picking. Packing teams feel it when items arrive out of sequence. Supervisors lose visibility when inventory appears scattered or duplicated. Reports stop reflecting operational truth. At this point, leadership starts asking questions. Why is productivity dropping? Why does the team always feel behind? But the numbers don't clearly point to the real cause. Nothing is officially broken, yet everyone feels pressure. The warehouse absorbs stress that could have been avoided with clearer location logic. When location logic fails, the system becomes reactive. Instead of guiding work, it forces people to improvise. And over time, that improvisation becomes the biggest bottleneck of all.